All right, ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, all of y'all out there in radio land, and those of y'all that are joining me here on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter, on Facebook. Uh, Thank you so very much for joining us on this show of Cubo Tejano here with DJ Indio on Cubo Radio. And we're going to have one of the most talented people in Tejano music industry with a long history, a legacy, if you will, of music. This is the one and only Rick Balderrama. Let me go ahead and bring in the promo.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Rick Balderrama. Come on. Alfredo, Tortilla Factory. Yeah, we did it again. The man behind the plan. Zavala, let's go. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Rick Balderrama. Come on.
Ah, look who's here. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing?
Lawrence, I am blessed, brother. I am blessed. Doing great, man. How you doing?
I am doing good, doing good. Nice on this Saturday afternoon. It was a little cold, starting out the day, but that's the time of year. It's beginning to look a lot like
It
Christmas.
really is. It really is, man.
So what's going on new in Rick Balderrama world, brother?
Staying busy, Lawrence. Staying busy. I was in the studio last night with Sevi, sang three songs. Sevi with Monster Studio, also
Uh-huh.
the owner of Texas Latino. Um, so we did three songs, and then we went to Vic Gonzalez had a toy drive, a Tejano toy drive, and I went and
Right.
donated one of my Tejano and Dead Baby party packs, is what I call it. My girlfriend Abigail made a basket with three CDs, shirts, cap, real nice, and we ended up going, and Save was like, hey man, 30, 45 minutes, Rick, we need to get back to the studio. Man, it was like 1 in the morning. But the thing is, his band showed up. Mike Gonzalez from the Iconics, Di Marie. I mean, Ruben Ramos, Rick Fuentes, Willie the Kid. I mean, several musicians were there, and we're talking about old times, and it was just awesome. Being around everybody, especially this time of year. But long story short, I dropped off Sevi at the studio. I came home, but Sevi continued to work, and he calls me today about 1:30. Hey, Rick, Tweet's gonna come do accordion one of your songs. I said, okay, but I got this. I got to do interview at 5 from home. I can't do it from my phone. So yeah, I went to the studio, did that, and I'm back, man. Just staying busy, man. Blessed.
That's good. Real quick, let me go ahead and send some shout outs real quick. Ricardo uh, Qualantine. I don't know how to say your name, bro. I'm sorry. RQ. I sorry. I messed it up there for
RQ is amazing.
from Idaho. There's a Idaho.
Yes, yes,
Hijo,
yes,
a good friend of the show, Norma Salazar. Thank you so very much for joining us, Norma.
yes, so much.
Uh, yeah, and Daniel Garcia, the main man, Big D's got a group, a Facebook group where he shares a lot of Tejano music,
Yeah,
classic new
okay.
songs. I mean, he's a big supporter of Tejano music. Thank you very much for being here, Big D. I really appreciate it. Randy Navarrete, hello, fellas. What's up, brother? I love the song that he put on.
Randy.
Man. He's something else, brother. You know.
Yeah, but his first tune out, man, it's an amazing tune. Hey,
It's
Randy, I
amazing.
hope you're feeling better. I think he had pneumonia. He was
Yeah.
under the weather. Blessings to you, brother. I hope you're feeling better, man.
Yeah, I was having that same feeling. And Marina, thank you so very much. Hello, guys. She says, thank you so very much for joining us. I really appreciate all of you guys joining us here while we talk
Absolutely.
to the main man himself, Rick Balderrama. And I'm supporting you, brother. I got the merch on.
Thank you.
I always say, in order to support your artist, you got to go out there and uh, buy the merch and go to their shows as well, of course. And
Absolutely. I
when
do.
I
It's funny that you say that because I do the same thing. We went to go see. Was I don't know if it was. It wasn't. I don't know if it was during FANF or something. Salto when I saw them for the first time.
oh yeah,
Awesome group out of Snyder. I went over there and my girlfriend Abby loves collecting, Tejano merchandise like that. So I bought her a shirt. They're like, "Hey," I go, "No, no, no, no. I mean, y'all travel all the way over here. This is the way I do it. I'm not going to accept anything, for free.
Yeah,
If I'm going to pay for this, you pay for it. I'm going to pay for it. So we got to support each other, man. We got to
that's the
support
way
each
we got
other.
to do it. That's the way you got to do it. And as you know, I go ahead and bought the merch and everything else. Although there was something that you did give me, and I had it right here. Oh, so something that you got out recently. Now you're working on your seventh album. Is am I correct?
Seventh
Yeah,
album on my own label,
on his
Jazz
own
Records.
label. Now he's got the
Yes,
CD that I highly recommend because Rick, if you're not familiar with Rick's history, Rick has there you go. That's his new one, Solo 2, which has got an awesome cumbia that we're going to listen to later on today because I remember listening to the music and I had to text you, bro. I had to tell you, holy crap,
you
this
sure
song
did.
is a jam. But there's
Thank
another
you.
thing that I really want to share with people that, you know what, this is Rick, your dad is really who's like one of the original Chicano, musicians. I mean, music people that came out, which is your dad. But check it out. Look at this. Can you hear it? Let me focus here. Right, it's that.
Yes,
Yeah, look at that handsome man right there. That's Rick and his dad, La Patria.
that's my
You know,
daddy right there, man. That's my
and this
daddy
is
right
a
there.
wonderful thing. You know why? Most people sit there and say, why are you selling CDs? I'll tell you why. It's better to buy these because look, not only do you get the CD, but check this out. Bam, you get the digital as well. So that's the that's the USB right here. Let me focus that so that we can see it. So we got the CD, first of all, you get to play, and you also have the USB. And it's tangible. Okay. It's tangible. So if you download the song, that's great, man. We appreciate you downloading it. Streaming is good. Paying for it and downloading it is better. But let's say you do have it on your phone and you accidentally break your phone and you didn't back it up, so you lose the music. But this way, you have it with you. And
Yes,
it's a keepsake. It's a keepsake. I have the original CD that I bought from the first batch of Shelly Lattice when she first signed with Sony Records. I still have it, and I saw it on you on
eBay.
eBay. Yeah, I saw it on eBay for like freaking. It was some insane number, like $128 or something like that. It was crazy. So here's the deal, Norma, thanks so very much she says that's an awesome group. I'm sure she's talking about Daniel Garcia's group, who's great. And thank you so very much for Randy for sharing with us that you're feeling better. But Marina says, Henry Balderrama, hey, Rick, I need a copy of the movie with your dad and her mom.
Yes,
What?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
My,
we've been talking about that, but it's kind of in the secret kind of talk, kind of stuff like that, because I really do appreciate it. You know what? And just to let people know. Well, actually, Rick, you tell the story about this Marina's mom and your dad.
yeah, well, Marina's mom was in the movie Amor Chicanos para Siempre. Again, the people that don't know, back in 1977, Efrain Gutierrez he's put out several movies, Chicano films, but he put out a movie titled, a bilingual movie, Amor Chicanos para Siempre, Chicano Love is Forever. Uh, and you know what, Marina? I have a copy for you. I do. I had a few copies, and just we're not going to get into it deep, but me and Lawrence have been talking, Marina, and my whole goal was to redo this movie with Efrain Jr. and for Efrain and my dad watching his two sons play each other because of course my dad was in the film. He co-starred, he did the whole soundtrack, and of course Efrain was the main star. So it's been in the works, and my dad passed away. We stopped, we're back and forth, but I got the okay from the main man, Mr. Efrain Gutierrez, which has all the rights to this film, to go ahead and redo it, right? But luckily, I read it. Me and Lawrence started talking about it,
Mhm.
and we're gonna stop right there. But something,
That's yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
in the
gonna,
works.
yes,
That's all.
yes. So
It's in the works.
yeah, but Marina, inbox me, and I will get with you on this, and I'll get you a copy of the movie as well.
And Arky says Rick Balderrama is one of the favorites Tejano orquestas in the Rocky Mountain states ever since Henry B. El Mero Mero La Patria. That's the guy, man. And, it's classic horns. That's what you love about Tejano music, horns. And that's if that's what you love, Henry is somebody that you need to definitely listen to La Patria because of the fact that it's all classic and it's all been there. It's
Yes.
it's wonderful to revisit the music and just reaffirm how the love is still there. And like I said, Amor Chicano es para siempre movie was one of my favorite movies during the Chicano movement. That's right. We need a part two with Rick in it, but one of the deals, one of the prerequisites I'm going to have to make is that Rick has to show off his bod.
Uh, it's gonna turn into a comedy show then, Lawrence.
No, no. I'm just the reason I'm laughing is because you're a good looking man, dude. You take care of yourself. I know you do because uh, uh, you helped me out the other day when I was close by your apartment complex, and you helped me out, and we did a little interview and stuff like that. But you got your
Mhm.
gym, and man, you got it made in the shade.
Yeah, I got my gym. Instead of walking by it, I need to go in there every.
me, my idea working out is channel up, channel down, channel
Yeah,
up,
it's
channel down.
funny. Every Monday, I tell my girlfriend Abigail, hey, I need a low carb, this and that, right? Wednesday comes around, I'm like, where are you gonna eat? Let's go eat somewhere. Like, what about the low carb thing? Well, we'll start again next Monday, man.
There's
Pero
always another Monday coming.
I try to get she'll keep me in line, but then I always go off.
All
But
right.
but
Marina
our
says she
key,
wants to be an extra. Of course, she will be an extra. You have to make sure that it happens. I
absolutely, absolutely.
want.
But go ahead.
I was gonna say I wanted to send a big shout out to a good friend of mine, Orlando Cardenas. He is the main man DJ 69 here in San Angelo, Texas. Puro Tejano. He
Yes,
knew right
Orlando.
away when he saw me in the cab, and he's like, "Yeah, tell Rick Tejano is alive and
And
well."
well,
There's Orlando.
absolutely,
Thank you so very much,
absolutely.
Orlando. I really do
Yes.
appreciate that. No, so we got off on the whole thing. It was funny. But honestly, I wanted to talk to you about your new CD that you have out, which I really do. I love a lot of the music that's on there because of the fact that it's all you. It's all Rick. You stay true to the horns. You stay true to the sound, but you are not afraid to go out of the box, which I love about you, man. You got some great covers that you've done before, some great Christmas music that's out there. Tell me, why is it that you are one of the ones that is a pioneer in this industry as far as wanting to break the mold that everybody tries to put you in? And you just go off and you say, you know what, I'm going to do it because I want to.
Yes, and that's what it is. It's because I want to. I think I listen to a lot of music. I love new music. I love listening to new artists. That's me because that's our future, Lawrence.
Mhm.
And I always take my hat off to when I see new groups. Me and my girlfriend we're at the Market Square. Where it's like check them out. They're awesome. I go up to them and hey, keep it up. Great job. But uh, being able to step out of the box is because I pay for my own project. No, I'm just kidding. What I do pay for, but you know, the producers that I work with, I always go to them and listen. I have this idea, this and that. First, it was our Ghetto. I did feel so good with them. I did um, the one by Bruno Mars. And the thing is, they sit on it and think about it, which I've already done. I sit there and I analyze, I think about it to see if it's going to work. If I know it's going to work, I know they can. I know my producer can make it work. And
Mhm.
like with the same thing, the one I did with Rick Ashley, Gabe Zavala did that one for me. Me and Sevi, he worked on Solo 2. I'm very happy with Sevi. We collaborate well together, and it's so funny because a lot of these producers get to they know what you want. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I mean, and how can I say it? Not to talk bad about any producers, but a lot of these producers that really love what they do and do it as their livelihood, they can feel what you want after a while. Like my first album, Rick already got that. Hey, what about? I already got that. Rick, what about? I already got that. What's that? Oh my God! So now the second CD, the one I'm working on right now, I should have a first single out by the end of the month, and I haven't even started finished putting out. singles from my last CD. But he's the same thing. It's like, oh my God, he knows what I'm kind of like. He knows what I'm thinking or what I want,
Right.
you know. But it's just an amazing feeling to be able to say, hey, listen, Tejano, Chicano, Cumbia, that's my love. But I want to do this. I want to try
Yeah.
this. Of course, I've done a Christian song on every album. Just about my last 2 3 albums. I am not going to put one on this album, but I am going to release one right after. I'm going to
Hmm.
release another Christian song. Eventually, I'm gonna work on a Christian album, but Tejano, you know. But man, I just love, and it's so funny. It's like, hey Rick, you record, you don't play that much. I go, yeah, I know that. I play every now and then, but it's like, thank God that I wouldn't say I'm a hustler because I work, I do this, but I just love making music. Going on the road, playing every weekend, 4 or 5 nights. I did that with my dad from when I was 12 years old on. And let me tell you, that is a job in itself. When my twins were little, I wanted to spend time with them in sports and this and that. Of course, I was divorced. The every other weekend thing, they were in sports, so I just kind of held off on the plane, but I was always recording, you know. So yeah, man, I just love making music.
Yeah, most definitely. And I love the fact that you're not afraid to go out of the box, and the you give license to those producers that are working with you to think outside the box and go and do something that's different for them. Kind of a refresher, recharge your batteries and say, man,
Absolutely,
I can do this. I can do that. My brother Rick B. From Jerry Hernandez. Jerry, thank you so very much. And a big shout out to Susan Solis. Thank you so very much for
yeah.
being
Jerry's from Houston. Awesome vocalist. He's our future as well. You need to, Lawrence. You need to get this guy on your radio show. He's got videos out there singing with Jay Perez with the band out of Houston. I'm sorry, my mind went blank. But this guy's got an amazing voice. Shout out to Jerry from Houston. When me and my girl go up to Houston, I think Jerry's going to cook for us, right, Jerry? Because he's always cooking, man. So
it.
we're gonna have to go pay him a visit, man.
Right, right.
But
Hey,
yes,
we're gonna
yes,
stay away from the carbs at your house.
exactly, yes,
Well, DM me, Jerry. I listen to all music. You know that Rick. I make that mantra my mantra. I believe that all music needs to be heard in order for it to be given
absolutely,
the opportunity for people to fall in love with it. So, Jerry, please feel free. And if anybody that's listening to us right now, if you have an artist that you say, hey, they're pretty good, send my just DM me and send me some of their information, some music. I'll reach out, and I guarantee you, if I get it, I will listen to it because it needs to be heard, man. Music is forever, bro.
absolutely,
Music is forever.
absolutely.
Mhm.
I agree. I agree.
And the thing I love about you is that, you're helping you always help other people. You're always out there not only as a supporter, but the intro that I used, that was a collaboration with La Tortilla Factory and Gabriel Zavala, and I mean there was a whole conglomerate of great artists together for making this
Yes.
different song. So I mean, where did you get that part of you? What motivates you to be to be that person for other people?
It's just it feels good helping out other people, and when you see them succeed, I mean, you can do so much for them, and just being a part of how far they've moved, or everybody goes through these struggles or roadblocks. They're always there, no matter what. But don't let that hold you back. But it's just being able. I get all this from my dad. Helping out people, doing stuff for people, and just helping. I mean, that's all we can do, especially in our genre of music. Us Chicanos, Tejanos. We got to be there for one another, no matter what.
Mhm. Yeah, and that's the wonderful thing is that you're there, and you're a real presence as far as people know who you are, and you show up and you help, and like you were talking about Jerry, man. I wouldn't have known about Jerry if you hadn't said anything, and
Oh,
that
he's amazing.
that's a
He-
very admirable thing for you, to
Yeah,
go.
he goes by Tejano D. Honestly, Lawrence, when you hear this guy's voice, you're gonna freak out. I love his voice, man. I go to TikTok and look at his videos and see where he's at. But back to Tortilla Factory, and of course, when I posted the video, I gave
Uh-huh.
him a shout out because Alfredo reached out to me a while back. Hey, we ought to do something, Rick. And just like going at it, like you have to, you can't wait. You got to set a timeline. You can't wait. I want to do this one day. Well, I want to do this. I want to do that. Well, he told me about it, and if I'm not mistaken, it was like the right at the end of November. He's like, Rick, let's do something. What song? And he's always done La Bomba on stage, right?
Right, right.
He goes La Bomba, and then he goes, okay, so who do we get to produce it? I'm like, hello, Gabe Zavala. So he called
Right.
Gabe. Well, actually, Gabe started working on it. We did the vocals. As a matter of fact, with Sevi, we did the vocals. We all went to Slack Monster Studio, did the vocals there. And New Year's Eve that year, Tortilla Factory and I think Stephanie Montiel gives all. They played in Tucson, Arizona. So in the hotel room, Gabe took his equipment and had the Tortilla Factory horn section do it in a hotel room. Gabe he's amazing. He's a producer. So we put that song together in a month. In a
Wow.
month. Yeah. So I mean, it's just to be able to do that. It's like you got to keep going. You got to keep going. Got to keep going, man. So it was a
Mhm.
great feat, and I was it was great being a part of that project. Julio Alcatraz, the rapper, the MC, and then of course Gabe, and then Alfredo and myself, man. And Alfredo's like, let's do it again. I'm like, what are we waiting for? Let's do it again. I think we performed that. There's videos up at the 2014 Tejano Music Awards where we performed that on stage, and it was an amazing feeling, man. It was great.
Yeah, that and it's great that you have that. Well, it's because also your legacy and and your history here in Tejano music, how people are respect you and they want to collaborate with you. And I know I introduced you to my co-host and Joanna Ray, and she just it's great that you much like what Shelly is all about, helping out the younger people, the younger artists, and that's a wonderful wonderful thing to have, to be acquainted with. um I've shared with you, I got sick a while back, and I was like needing a transplant and stuff like that. And you reflect when you're in that time of need, you reflect on how am I going to be remembered, what kind of a person do are people going to remember me by. And you're a crown jewel, bro. You are a crown jewel, man. I really
Thank you,
love
brother.
just calling, being able to call you friends, and I will pay you the friendship dues like you asked.
uh,
Well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and show a little bit of something that's outside of the box there for you, especially because this is already the third day of Christmas, or I mean of December. And I love this song, Last Christmas, that you did. Tell us a little bit about why did you want to do this song?
I've always loved this song, right?
Hmm.
And of course, no way I'm going to do it like George Michael. Nobody can. And then of course, thinking outside the box. So I went to Seven. I always told him, "Hey, Seven, I got an idea. I got an idea." So I went. In my mind, I had it as a ranchera. I
Oh,
said I went to the studio. So he goes, "Come on down." I went to the studio, and Seven just looks at me. He goes, "Seven goes, watch this." I mean, he played like about four measures. Cumbia. I go, that's it. Let's do it. And I mean, right there, within an hour, we blocked it, put it together. I sang the guide vocals, and man, within 4 or 5 days, I mean, Sevi's like this. The next day, the drummer was there, the bass player was there, and then me and my brother put horns in like the fourth day. And then I had Angelica. She did the beginning vocals with me as well. Angelica just won a Best New Artist at the
that's
Tejano
right.
Music Award.
And
And
Angelica.
yeah, so it was just let's put it together, boom, and I really really enjoyed the final product. I was happy with it.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and take a listen to it. And by the way, Susan Solis says, "Hello, Rick B."
Hello,
Susan
Susan.
Solis. Thank you so very much, Susan. But this is something that's out of the box, but I'm sure you're going to appreciate it as much as I do. Rick Balderrama singing "Last Christmas."
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. que mi corazón te estuvo esperando. Girl, you know, lo envolví, lo mandé con las tres palabras que conoces. Ahora sé lo bien tonto que fui y con un beso más no ganarás otra vez. Last Christmas te di mi amor y me lo devolviste el día después. Por ti no quiero sufrir, mejor lo regalo a otra. Last Christmas te di mi amor y me lo devolviste el día después. Por ti no quiero sufrir, mejor lo regalo a otra. Me hizo cambiar, me escondo de ti, de tu alma que le da. Hoy día yo pensé que me hipnotizaste. Yo fui solo un hombro donde lloraste. De ti me enamoré y fue pura pasión. Por ti tanto lloré hasta perder razón. Hoy tengo un nuevo amor, no ganarás otra vez. Last Christmas te di mi amor y me lo devolviste el día después. Por ti no quiero sufrir, mejor lo regalo a otra. Last Christmas te di mi amor y me lo devolviste el día después. Por ti no quiero sufrir, mejor lo regalo a otra. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
And we're back, and I tell you what, that was a great, great song. And I love it. And people are saying it already. Like, uh, first of all, we have who is this? He has an amazing voice or awesome voice, Susan Solis. Thank you so very much. Daniel Garcia, he loves it. Big D, he says that he wants to. I like this thought. I'm gonna have to find it and post it on the group. It's on the Rick Balderrama YouTube channel, so you can go ahead and pick it up
Yes.
there. Uh,
And it's also available on all digital platforms as well.
it's available. Yeah, you can stream it
Yeah,
anywhere and
absolutely.
stream it or buy it. Buy it and listen to it because that blows people away. Babe, I love this one. That's cool. Thank you, Susan. And then oh, there's another one. They're going back and forth. I guess they have to find it that song, babe. Okay, cool. But it's like I said, it's well, like he said, it's available for streaming. Put it on there. I've had people ask me for like when I was DJing. At this one club. It started out. Most of the crowd was country western listeners and everything else, and I'm playing Tejano music, and they're like, "Hey, dude, could you play some country music?" And I start playing country music from Emilio and from Ram and from Shelly and everything else. It's still country music, and they were like, "Man, I've never heard that before." They became fans. So I last Christmas let Rick introduce them to a new version of Christmas instead of the same old boring songs, man. So you can still keep the flavor. That's definitely what I'm talking about. Chris Zavala, thank you
Absolutely.
so very much. Elsa Herrera says saludos, saluditos.
Elsa's also a great vocalist here from San Antonio.
Oh, most definitely. I got to see Elsa
Yes.
once
Yes.
before, and holy moly, can she sing? She's got.
Yes, she can.
Is it possible for her to drum up all that power in that voice from such a little body? She's a teeny tiny little woman, man.
Yeah,
So,
she's amazing vocalist. Very amazing.
yeah.
Great person as well. Great
Mhm.
person. Linda, thank
And
you so much. I'm
Yeah,
kind of
man.
going through the comments and praise. I
Oh,
appreciate
okay.
y'all very much.
Yeah,
My
that's
CD, actually, my CD, you can get it at rickbalderrama.com as well.
right.
I have merchandise there and everything as well.
Oh, another big favorite from here from the radio station is Stevie D and the All Star Cast.
Oh, Stevie D.
Rick, yeah, that no, he's the main man. Now, you know
Stevie,
what?
my boy.
Yeah,
He's got a brand new single out right now. Stevie D with
yes,
Rebecca
he just
duet.
released it. Yeah, it's on
Yes,
my hot
amazing,
list right
amazing,
now.
amazing.
I will tell you this: Rick is a slick dancer, man. I mean, a dresser. That guy, he's like both of y'all are like peas in a pod, sharp all the
Thank you.
time, man. Good dressers, good dressers. I'm not so
Okay.
much, you
We got to
know.
keep that image, right, Stevie D? We got to keep that image. We got to keep this. Got to keep it going.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
gotta keep it going, gotta make it happen,
Yeah,
make it definitely happen. RQ
absolutely.
says, hey Rick Balderrama, I started my radio show with your Christian songs on the other what is it? And other Tejano Christian songs, God first and then everything else. Definitely.
Absolutely, RQ. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you so much. My mom listens to RQ all the time, man. And it's so funny because she'll tell my girlfriend Abby, I listened to RQ the other day and he didn't give me a shout out. My mom's 79 years old. Well,
Wow.
he didn't give a mom, you probably went to the bathroom or something. You didn't catch it because RQ always gives you the shout out. Thank you for all you do, RQ. I appreciate that very, 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 very
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, real quick, let me take this. Stevie D, if you can, man, DM me so that way we can schedule you to come on. I don't know why I don't have you on, but you need to be on the show for sure.
Absolutely,
That's
yes.
to share your music, and it's great. He was able to come down here for the car show here in San Angelo and perform here, and for me, I was a big fan. I am a big fan of Rebecca Valadez, who's on his
Oh my
bag singer.
God, yes.
She
She's
is.
amazing, man.
Oh my
She
gosh.
is the real deal right there, man.
Mhm. And special prayers out there for Mario. Uh, he
Oh
had a
yes.
passing in his family, and
Oh
send out
yes.
our condolences and
Our
thank you so very much.
condolences.
Yes, most definitely. And but yeah, Joanna Ray is here. Look at that. Hey, Joanna,
Hey Joanna, how are you?
my co-host. Yeah, she's not
Yes.
my co-host today, but thank you so very much for being here, Joanna, for support.
Yes.
I really do
Yes,
appreciate it.
absolutely.
She's got her wind down Wednesdays where she gets together and she does some singing and she drinks some wine and everything else. And this last one she had with her mom, and they were drinking like martini espressos. Never heard of it, but yeah,
That
I don't
sounds
want
dangerous. That sounds dangerous.
I don't want to try it,
Uh,
but it's very very cool. No, but let's go ahead and let's take a quick listen to that song that I emailed you about. Let me see if I can find it here. It is called. Where did you go? Um, Hold on. Dadgummit. Stop it. My system is is messing with me,
you're good. You're good.
and I'm like, come on, behave. And it's hard because I'm linking with a lot of different things all at the same time, and so normally I'm okay, but the name. Let's see here. Sorry, man. I apologize for this,
No, you're
man.
good. Saludos to George Salazar, another great vocalist.
Oh
George,
yeah,
how are you?
yeah. George is going to be here soon as well. He'll be here on the
That's
show.
awesome. Yeah, I got to hear him in Vegas at the convention. Amazing, man.
Hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah. So it's a wonderful thing. We got our first. Well, we had it scheduled before last month, but we got our wires crossed, and he was going one way and I was the other way. But
Mhm.
we making it up, and we're gonna be together next month so that we can share his music. He's a great vocalist from
Yes, 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 yes,
Michigan, right? He's from Michigan, yeah.
yes.
So, Pero no
And
es
if
así. That's the song. Sorry. Go ahead.
yes, and I think George has a. If I'm not mistaken, I saw on Facebook he might have a Christmas tune out as well.
Yes, he does.
He does,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
It's you can hear it on Cuba Radio. And just for full disclosure, if you are listening to Cuba Radio and you see the song, there'll be an add to cart box right next to it. Now, if you want to purchase the song, you can purchase it. It'll actually take you to Apple Music, and then you can go ahead and purchase a song or purchase the whole entire album. I do not make any money from that exchange. However, because I participate in the program, I do get a discount on my licenses. I am fully accredited ASCAP, BMI, CSEC, and everything else known on the world for uh, 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 royalty purposes. So join in. This is a legitimate radio station. It's not just some guy playing some music for the sake of playing it. And like I said, we gotta help. We gotta help out. We have to. Daniel says he has his first album coming out by the end of the year. George
Oh,
Salazar.
that's awesome.
You
That's
know, and
awesome. Looking forward to that, man. Heck
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's a great guy. Now, pero no es así. Tell me about this song, dude, because I fell in love with it as soon as I heard it. Man. Tell me, brother. Share the news.
I do a lot of writing and not a lot of writing. I have a lot of ideas, and I'm always my go-to person is Joe Reveles from those dudes. Joe
Right.
Reveles, and he had the song there for a while, and I get to a lot of times I give him ideas. We kind of write together every now and then, like a solo too. We wrote that together, uh, the title track. But this one, he had it. I go, you know what? I that's my song. I want it. So Joe's like, go ahead, it's yours, you know. But that's Joe on keyboards as well, and just I love the feel, and it just a little different, right? But
Yeah.
I think on Tejano Gold Countdown right now, it was down to number 7. It's number 11, so it's still on the charts, doing well. So
well,
I'm happy about that.
Well, I think what the deal is also is that music fluctuates, and that's once again that's why I like playing it specifically so that way those people that didn't have the opportunity to hear it, they can hear it and fall in love with it. And I guarantee you're gonna fall in love with this song because I
Yes.
did right away, and I
Yeah.
do a lot of music all day long. I got to check all the songs that are coming through. This is Pero no es así, and it's by Rick Balderrama. We're with Indio, Rick Balderrama on Cuba Radio.
Te echo de menos y no puedo dejar de pensar en ti. En las noches que no estás, sueño yo de ti y me duele que te hayas ido. Quisiera escuchar el timbre de tu voz llamándome cuando dices lo mucho que me quieres y que quieres volver. Ya ves que no es así, te fuiste de mí, dejando malherido a mi corazón. Ya ves que no es así, no vas a volver y no quiero yo seguir si no estás aquí conmigo. Necesito yo de ti, necesito yo de ti, necesito yo de ti para seguir viviendo. Quisiera escuchar el timbre de tu voz llamándome cuando dices lo mucho que me quieres y que quieres volver. Ya ves que no es así, te fuiste de mí, dejando malherido a mi corazón. Necesito yo de ti, necesito yo de ti, necesito yo de ti para seguir viviendo. Necesito yo de ti para seguir viviendo.
That's that's smooth like butter, brother. Smooth like butter. I like it. I like it. I like it. It's just, you
Thank
know
you,
what?
thank you.
What I like about it, first of all, it's just it's a great beat. The way you sing it is it fits. You know, you're not pushing anything and everything else. It's kind of a
Hmm.
groove. It's not. You don't need vocal acrobatics with this song. You just need to do it as a groove. And what I love about it, it affords people the opportunity to get together and dance together.
Yes,
You know,
yes, 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 man.
that is the beauty of music, bro. It's just, you grab your woman, you hold her close. She took an hour and a half to get ready. Might as well enjoy it, man. Hold on to it and
Yeah.
show off.
Yes,
Yeah, she's with
that's
me.
true, man.
That's one of the things that I've always admired about Tejano music is that it afforded you the opportunity to dance with somebody. You have Juan Gonzalez who says, "Hey, saludos, Rick." Pretty.
Yes, saludos, Juan.
Mhm.
Yes.
And then Daniel says, Rick Balderrama, I thought you deserved to be nominated for award. And I second that emotion because that is true. But, along with the award system in itself, we also have to understand that there's a wee bit of politics that goes along with it. And also there's dates and stuff that we have to meet. So I don't want to put any sugar or anything or talk about any bad uh, uh, any awards that I think that didn't get run
Yeah.
correctly, but their names or their initials are no, but I mean, we
Yeah.
know who what good music is, and as long as we show our appreciation, then that's I know for a fact that y'all being here on the show interacting with us, that's more than adequate enough that I
That,
need,
that's my award right there. Being
yeah,
able to interact with people that love Tejano music, that love my music, our music, you for what you do. Even RQ from another radio station logged
right,
in. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all
definitely.
about.
And there's
But
and that's the deal. It's not a competition for me. For me, it's somebody else doing the same thing that I'm doing, and hopefully we can work together to make it happen. And
absolutely,
you know,
yes, yes, I agree. I agree.
just it's if it is so good, we should be sharing, not fighting over it. We should be sharing it.
Exactly. Yes, well
And
said. Well said.
Susan says, Rick, I hope one of these days I get to meet you. Very
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that would be great. Yes, of course. Come on down. I'll show you. And she says it so far it's a great interview. That's really, really good. And and so there's a dancing Santa Claus on here.
What? Where? Uh,
On our comments, I have a dancing Santa Claus.
oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I can't show emojis or anything else, and so that's one of
Okay.
the things, And Daniel, of course, I really do appreciate that he has to be there for the artist, and also Jerry says he's supporting La Onda, and that is very very true. We have
Absolutely.
to support each other,
Yes.
and so you'll see me every now and then bouncing around, and if I get an opportunity and I see somebody, because I'm a busy person. This takes a lot doing the radio station the way it is, interviews, setting up interviews, and then also I do music videos and then all this other
Hey,
stuff.
right there.
Okay.
Stop right there.
Okay.
I was gonna jump in right when you said that. For those of you musicians, friends of mine, especially musicians, Tejano artists that are on here, um, 3 weeks ago, Lawrence wanted to do I want to say interview slash documentary on me. I said, yeah, we'll do it here at my place. It's a pretty nice place, right?
Hmm.
And he walked in with his crew. He walked in. Of course, I help him. I'm about to wag out. He pulled out these lights, camera, professionalism, man. It's all I saw. I had this little lapel mic. I mean, it was just like cut ready, take two, and and we started talking about videos. And I don't know if y'all know, he's done a couple of videos. He did one for Sender de la Paz, did one for Ruby Ann.
Mhm.
He's gonna be doing my next video. So guys, you need a videographer. You want quality.
Oh gosh,
quality work. No, no, honestly, I mean, I was just
you're
like,
making me blush, bro. I don't know, man.
no, 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 I'm serious, guys. And if you don't answer, reach out to me. I'll get to him and I'll put y'all together.
That's good.
Honestly,
We talk
Jerry, I
all
know.
the time. We really do
Yeah,
talk all the time.
like I'll give you an example. Tejano D. I know you're going to be coming out with some music pretty soon. You're going to need a music video. Perfect music video, interview. I mean, the whole 9 yards, man. So just y'all, my musical family out there, musicians, keep that in mind. I just want to throw that out there. I was gonna right when you got there, I say, man, he's taking over my lines there. No, but I appreciate you.
No, no,
I mean, when you walked in here, we set up, and people were walking down the hall like, is this
yeah.
like the Tonight Show or Good Morning
It was
America? Because
it was
man,
funny because that couple that was walking the dog, they kept going back and forth. The poor dog is like, "Look, I'm tired. Let's go back."
exactly, exactly.
Well,
But
I
that was
will.
amazing. I was very impressed.
Well, to add on to that, now we what we did was actually I did a documentary on Rick Balderrama. That's what it is. I wanted to get a deep delve into who is Rick Balderrama so that we can share it. And I'm not saying that Rick is sick and he's going to be gone anytime soon, but no, we have to preserve those people that have moved the industry before us and have true appreciation for their accomplishments. And so that's all on you, brother. I just
Thank
wanted to make sure that I was able to save that so that way for posterity, so that way other people can be inspired by this story because everybody has a great story. Everybody does.
absolutely, absolutely.
But
Everybody does. You're right.
we need to share these stories, and especially for people that have an effect on other people and are able to move forward. And that's one of the things that I want to do is be able to share. For natives like me, we don't measure our wealth by how much we have. We measure by how much we can give away. That is the true essence of who you are. And you are a
Hmm.
man who gives away, and it's admirable. And you mark all the boxes, you check all the boxes and everything else. So kudos to you, brother, man. You gave me some props, but you know what? You're the one that deserves the props, man, because you're the one
Thank
that's
you.
leading the music and you know, blazing a trail for other people to follow. You are the inspiration here, man.
Thank you so
So
much, Lizzo.
I
I
appreciate
appreciate
that
that.
with you. I mean, look, that song was badass. I had me dancing just a while ago, man. And I'm not that for anybody.
I know I saw you. You said I'll be right back, and I saw you going around in a circle. Like, hey.
Right. That's like the first time I ever saw people dancing the cumbia. And I was like, what are they doing? They're dancing. I was like, oh, just like us. They go in a circle. We call it powwow. They call it cumbia.
Oh, wow. That's right. That is
No, no,
right.
it's cool. And you know what? So I really love your dwell. Last Christmas obviously I played it because it's a Christmas song, and for those people that are not watching, his Christmas tree is right over his left shoulder. That's his Christmas tree. There you go. Yeah, because it keeps shining out there. That's the Christmas tree out there, and
Yeah,
it's a great time of year, and I know you have your Christmas songs out there, but there is one song that we talked about in Las Vegas. I don't remember if you remember our conversation in Las Vegas. So first of all, their computers were down, and it took forever for us to.
oh my God.
We were standing
Yes.
in line for so
And
long,
that
and
was a good thing, though, Lawrence. That was a good thing because we
yes,
got to
it was.
sit there and
Yeah,
chat.
yeah, we were able to. It gave us the chance to talk and everything else, and so I'm doing my little live spot, because this is going to be a long day. I had a lot of stuff that was going on, and I had to make it
Mhm.
and let people know why it's taking me so long to get on. And I'm looking at my camera on my phone, and I turn around. I was like, "Wait, that's Rick Balderrama standing right there behind me," which is pretty awesome. But while we were there, he shared with me this one video that I have to play. It's not a Tejano song, but it is what I believe is one of the it is one of the hallmarks that is Rick Balderrama, a person who's not afraid to go outside the box and do it well. That's what you have, brother. You have that ability to do it well. Always
Thank you.
well dressed like Stevie D, but this one, I mean, I love it. I love all parts of it, man. This is Rick Balderrama, and I'll just let you listen to the song. I'll tell you, you're gonna know it right away. But Rick does it his way, and it's always a good way. So And I guess what do they say? Copying is the sincerest form of flattery, you know. But the key thing is here: you make it your own. You don't copy a song; you make it
Make it
your
your
song.
own.
That's the big.
Absolutely.
And so
Yes.
here is a song that I want to hear just because I think it's pretty good. And you know what? I'm never gonna give up with this song, because I just won't give up.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give, never gonna give. Never gonna give, never gonna give. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie.
That's the one, man. That's
Bro, let me tell you, I needed some icy hot the next morning after that video, man. Ah, dang, why did my back hurt?
yeah. Linda got it right. Yeah, never gonna give you up. Love it. Never gonna give up. Rick Balderrama music.
Thank you so
That's
much,
right.
Linda. I appreciate that
Yeah,
so
that's
much.
that's that's awesome. That's that was a little tricky on mine, trying to use the puns in there. Never gonna give you
Mhm.
up. But you know what? It's wonderful because of the fact that it still has that Tejano flavor. It is all Rick Balderrama. We know the song obviously, but you didn't try to match it. You did it your own, and that's
Oh
one of the
no.
things.
Yeah.
And one of the things that you did mention while we were listening to it behind behind the scenes, you said Aisha did the vocals. We're gonna have her on the show, man. But man,
Oh my God.
she's a singer,
Yeah.
bro.
Aisha did the background vocals on this, and it's just like she's just like butter, man. Just like amazing. I love Aisha, man. She's a great
Mhm.
vocalist, great person,
Yeah,
amazing, good heart,
yeah,
man.
a good heart. I put her up there with Hilda Lamas. I call Hilda the Etta
Hmm.
James of Tejano music, man. That
Oh
woman
yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
note for days. Smooth, buttery smooth voices. And it that now that we're talking about women, I do interview a lot of females here, a lot of new artists and stuff. That it just works out that way. I don't do it on purpose, but I've actually had somebody. Why don't you interview guys? I interview guys all the time. It's just there are more
Hmm.
women right now. Than I don't know,
Yeah.
but they're calling it the female Tejano takeover, and I don't believe that's what it should be called. It should be called that women are finally getting the credit that they deserve, the respect that they deserve as an equal artist. Recognition is what they deserve. For making an effort and for doing what they're doing. And they're all great singers. I mean, Shelly Lares, Patsy Torres, Elsa Garcia,
Hmm.
all of them have always, we've always had females in Tejano industry. It's just they're finally getting their Leti Guval, they're finally getting their notice. So for you, how is it that now because we go back, bro, you and I, in the
Hmm.
music industry, and now to see that the women are coming out and being more prominent and yet being uh, uh, being the headliners and no longer just the openers. How does that make you feel to see the evolution of what Tejano is right now?
You know, Lawrence, they work hard. They deserve it. They deserve to be headliners, man. I mean, you know, I see like just like you, all these new young ladies and anybody that any women that are getting into it, no matter what age. But it's just like they're hustling. They're out there. It's like you know, I'm sure they're practicing their craft. They get into the studio. They're paying their money to to do put out the product that they want to put out, but and putting it out right. And like Shelly's, she's I'm sure she's going to be putting out a lot of vocalists, female vocalists, and same thing. Shelly's. It's not like one, but Shelly's. You know, what I'm trying to say is that she wants to make sure that you're practicing your craft, you're doing this. She's not, oh, let me try to teach you, and nothing bad, right? But towards
Right.
any female vocalist, but it's like, you're coming here, you're gonna work, you're gonna
Yeah.
work.
In having conversation with Shelly, she said that her main goal with her Shell Shock Records was to bring the vocalist back to Tejano. In other words, having singer, really crooners rather. That's where I put you on that pedestal of being a crooner, somebody who can do the slow songs, do the fast songs, but everything in between. But when you sing slow, you sing it well. When you sing fast, it gets you moving. And not there's we don't have a lot of people that are crooners. We have singers definitely, and then I'm not discounting them. I'm just
Mhm.
saying a crooner is a whole different animal, and that's kind of what she wants, there's it's a lofty goal. I mean, we got you, we got Ram Herrera, we got Jay. It's a hard level to get to, but it's great
Yeah.
that she has the aspirations to get there, and I hope she does with every artist that she's at. I mean, Alicia, see, that girl can sing, bro.
Hmm.
know, Geneva, she's got a great voice. We got a lot of
Yeah.
females see that are coming around, and they're not newbies, but they're
Mm.
getting the recognition that they deserve. Aisha's with Red,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
that's just, to me, it's really awesome, and I'm glad that you shared that. That the work on the craft, that's the key thing. And
Hmm.
I'll be honest with you, with music, I do listen to everything that's been sent to me. If you send it to me, I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to give it an opportunity to be heard. but it has to meet certain requirements. It has to be
Yes,
mastered correctly. It has these are the technical parts, you know. Everybody can apply for a driver's license. Not everybody gets one. You have to pass the test. That's
exactly.
the way I see it. And so for
Yeah.
you, you know, because you had, you know, and I only know this because of course I did your I did your documentary, which is coming out soon on QVO TV, Roku channel. Um, but your father was the one that was like, "Hey, get on stage, and stuff like that." If you had somebody that you could mentor, a new artist, what piece of advice would you give them?
S- Um, there's a few pieces, but it's just like don't always have an open mind to learn,
Right.
no matter who you are. Hey, I had a hit single last month. So what? And I don't mean it so what, like so what, but it's like, okay, how can I advance? What can I learn? Have an open mind to always be able to learn, and take constructive criticism as well, you
Yeah.
know. So don't, just be humble, be able to learn, always, and it's funny. I'm in the studio and I'm singing this. I go, and me too. I don't want to say not that I question myself, but maybe I do. I sang a song yesterday. I sang 3 songs for the new album, and one of them like, hey, Sevi, what do you think about that? Should I do it this way? What do you mean? I went back and he opened up another track. He goes, well, this sounds good both ways, but I go, but what do you think about the new way? He goes, that sounds a little bit okay. Well, if he'll say, well, I think the first one. So, in other words, it's like, hey, I'm going to sing it the way I sing it. I don't care what you say. No, I mean, you got these people around you to help you. They're trying to help you. So, yeah, I mean, take that constructive criticism without it hurting your feelings, and always be have an open mind to learn, to be able to absorb,
Yeah.
whatever's being taught to you or told to you.
For me, I think the one thing that resonates with me is always working on your craft.
Yeah.
Always work on your craft. If you're a singer,
Hmm.
work on
Yeah.
being a singer. If you're a guitarist, work on being a guitarist, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Because that's really, you know, like I said, I do listen to everything that's sent to me. But if it doesn't fit the parameters of being able, for me being able to put it on air, it won't be. I put in music that gets kicked out because of the fact that it didn't meet all the criteria.
and
And it
and part
Go
of
ahead.
that criteria, part of it is quality.
Correct.
And I'm sure you see that on your, I don't know what you call them. I don't want to say gigabytes, but it's got to be, you put on a song here and then you put another one, and it's like, it wasn't, I don't want to say mastered correctly or whatever, but you know uh, make sure the product is well,
Yeah.
when you release it.
And, I think the great rule of thumb is that if you could have done it a little bit better, then don't give it to me. You know, do it
Hmm.
better. And
Yes.
it's not that I'm not going to ever play your music ever again. No, that's not it. It's just that it won't get the proper listening that it needs to be. Some people, they don't realize that it has to be with certain parameters, because if you try to push it out, oh man, I want it to sound so loud. Well, yeah, it could sound really good in your sound system at home, but over the radio it's going to sound like crap. And
Exactly.
so you have to understand the parameters of what good sound is and work within those parameters.
And
And so
not only that, do not release it until you're happy, satisfied with it. I mean, completely satisfied with it.
mhm,
Because once it's out, it's out.
yeah, yeah, it's hard to reel it back in. It's hard to it's hard to bring it back in if it's already it's a already
I'm gonna plug in my computer real quick before it turns off. Hang on.
okay. Well, okay, everybody hide, surprise. I'm just kidding.
There we go. This little red light turned on my Mac. I'm like, what the
Oh
heck?
no.
Okay, got it. Yes.
Well, while that's getting situated just for sure, let's go ahead and listen to another song of yours. It's a really good song. This one's called Sete Nota. Tell me about this song, brother.
Okay. Same thing. I don't want to say thinking out of the box so much, but a little bit. It's more of a. It's so funny because Rosie, Rap Rosie, which she does a major job on promoting Tejano artists. Get a single, send it to her. Everybody's going to get it.
Right.
Everybody. And Rosie, she sent me an update today. Was it today that my songs, the other cumbia is number 11. Every time something comes out, hey Rick, they need a drop over here. Hey Rick, so and so's it's on the charts over here, or you get the program director over here, the PA just loves this song, or it's a great feeling. So Rosie messaged me about 3 4 days. She goes, "Hey Rick," I go, "Yeah." She goes, "I just listened to your whole album, the whole." He goes, and that Sete Nota song. Oh my God, that's like a Luis Miguel type of. I go, well, one of my idols is Mark Anthony. I'm gonna tell you all that right now, but it just kind of, I just love that feel, and I was able to sing it the way with feeling the way I like to sing slow songs,
Mhm.
So I was able to do that. So yeah, I really really love the song. Hopefully I'll
Yes.
have a video. Hopefully I'll have a video for it real soon.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, we'll just go ahead and see what's happening there, brother. Anyway,
Yeah.
this is Rick Balderrama Sete Nota here on Cuba Radio with Indio and Rick Balderrama. You're gonna love it, I guarantee it.
¿Qué te pasa? Te ves muy triste, se te nota la pena que cargas. ¿Qué te hicieron? Te han lastimado, se te nota que traes quebrado el corazón. Ven conmigo, yo te haré olvidar el castigo y aquel que te hizo mal. Te propongo, te ofrezco mi corazón, un cariño, un amor sin condición, pero siento que ahorita no quieres nada. Se te nota que traes quebrado el corazón. ¿Qué te pasa? Te ves muy triste, se te nota la pena que cargas. ¿Qué te hicieron? Te han lastimado, se te nota que traes quebrado el corazón. Ven conmigo, yo te haré olvidar el castigo y aquel que te hizo mal. Te propongo, te ofrezco mi corazón, un cariño, un amor sin condición, pero siento que ahorita no quieres nada. Se te nota que traes quebrado el corazón. Ven conmigo, yo te haré olvidar el castigo y aquel que te hizo mal. Te propongo, yo ofrezco mi corazón, un cariño, un amor sin condición, pero siento
no quieres nada. Se te nota que traes quebrado el corazón. Se te nota que traes quebrado el corazón.
Butter, butter, butter. That's a good one, brother, man. I'm telling you. Jerry says, I've always been a Rick Balderrama supporter and always very versatile with his music and always puts on out great music. Tejano ain't dead, baby.
That's it, man. Thank you so much, Jerry. Also, thank you, Daniel. Thank you so much. My girlfriend Abigail, she calls it the novela song. Hey, that's a
Ooh.
novela song. It's true. Think about it,
Oh,
But
yeah,
she
it
always
is.
says it.
All I'm waiting for is like, Maria, ¿por qué?
Yeah. Exactly.
Julio, it's because El Guapo, muy grande. Just kidding. I don't know.
Oh my
I,
God.
I don't know. I don't know. No, when I was learning Spanish music, because I mean, Spanish, I learned Spanish, in college. Well, I mean, I didn't take any Spanish classes in high school or anything else, but in college, I learned it in,
Hanging
I
out with
think,
the homies.
well, no, no, in actually school. So, I said, well, you know what? If I watch some no, some Spanish TV, maybe I can pick some of that up. Nope,
No,
not
no.
even close. And no, if you
We,
ask me right now, what did I learn from Univision? I learned that for some reason, in the winter, guys wear jackets and women wear bikinis. And boy, those Latin women are so good looking. That's about it. Man. That's all I learned, unfortunately.
uh,
I apologize, Norma. I didn't know you were still on the you were in the
Thank you
room.
so much, Norma. I appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank you, Norma.
awesome and beautiful music. Yes, and thank you so very much for joining us or keeping here, staying with us here. You know, um, it's wonderful talking to you, Rick. Man, I really do appreciate you, man, for being here. And I know we wanted to at least play that one, and of course, your current hit single, which is the cumbia, which I really really love. Now, we've come into the end of the show where this is where I give you the opportunity to go ahead and say whatever it is that you want to say as far as your thank yous and your wishes, good wishes, and everything else. Please let the people know where they can buy your merch, where they can get a hold of you in case they want you to perform for their weddings, quinceañeras, or just downright clubs or anything else. And so, with that being said, brother, I want you to go ahead and you got the floor. It's all yours. This is Rick Balderrama, ladies and
Thank
gentlemen.
you. Thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank everybody for who joined us here today and that support Tejano Music, man. Support all your artists, Go to the shows. If you can purchase their music and merchandise, do it. Um, I just love Tejano music so much. That's why my slogan is Tejano Ain't Dead, baby. Um, you can get all my merchandise and even contact me at rickbalderrama.com. I'm on all social media uh, networks. I am on TikTok thanks to Tejano D. I saw him. I said, "You want to get me a TikTok?" I'm on TikTok, of course, Instagram. I'm a big Snapchatter. If you want to see what I'm doing every day, my girlfriend's like, "What do you what?" Everybody knows where you're at all times. Like, well, that's the thing. But I'm a big Snapchatter, of course, Facebook and Instagram. I don't tweet as much as I used to. But hey, you got a question for me? Anything? Feel free to inbox me on Messenger. I'm a pretty friendly person. Shout out again to you, Indio Lawrence, for everything that you do for our people, the Tejano industry. Um, to everybody out there that supports Tejano music, thank you so, so, so much. Again, rickbalderrama.com. Big shout out to my girl Abigail. We will be if you follow me on social media, we will be in New York for about 5 days next Wednesday. So you'll see everything that we're doing, everything that I'm eating, because she says I snap all my food, which I do. But again, guys, I just want to Say God bless each and every one of y'all. May y'all have a happy, happy holidays. And again, thank you so much. Love y'all.
All
Dun,
right.
dun.
Thanks. Right. No, no, that's great, man. Thank you so very much for sharing that with us. Once again, Rick, it's wonderful, and hopefully we get to see you performing. If anything, come on up here to San Angelo, to West Texas area, so that way we can get you on the air. I mean, get you in front of some people. Some people can fall in love with your music again. And I want to send out a couple of shout outs, obviously, to Jerry for being so vocal today and sharing with us. Norma, as always, sweetheart. We we truly appreciate your support and everything else. Alma Ho, she just joined us. Hey, Rick. Thank.
Alma Ho's that's my sister-in-law right there. So we're
Oh,
going to
hey.
be up there. That's Abigail's sister. We're going to be up there in February
Okay.
for another sister's wedding. So we're going to see her pretty soon. Shout out to her and Frank, uh, big Tejano supporters as well. They love, love, love Tejano music.
Yeah, Susan Solis and Big D, Daniel Garcia. Thank you so very much, D, for joining us as well. All of the people that are supporters, remember that if you want to support your favorite artists, you go to their shows, buy their merch. It's not that difficult. And remember, buy the songs, dude. You can stream them all you want, but I tell you what, if you buy the song, you'll have it for posterity. You don't have to sit there and look for it or anything else. It's called Solo 2. It's a great album. And Rick, I know we're good friends. We talk all the time, and that's not the reason that I interviewed you, though. It's just because you have the great music and you're part of the cycle, and plus also you are a friend of mine, of course. So always on top of it. But with that being said, I wanted to share something really special with you because I have this available, and I'm going to leave this with you. It's a wonderful song. It's a beautiful song that you have, and I wanted to share it with all of you just to give you a measure of who Rick Balderrama is. Tejano ain't dead, baby, and buy the merch. You know what? This is a great logo. This Rick. This is Rick. Rick does not put Rick Balderrama out there. He puts out Tejano ain't dead. And that's what makes him so special. And I have this, and I hope that you won't be mad at me for sharing this, but it's a wonderful song, and it goes like this.
Okay. Acaba de una vez de un solo golpe. ¿Más que quieres matarme poco a poco? Que va a llegar el día que me abandones. Prefiero, corazón, que sea esta noche. Diciembre me gustó, pa' que te vayas. Que sea tu cruel adiós mi Navidad. No quiero comenzar el año nuevo con este mismo amor que me hace tanto mal. Y ya después que pase mucho tiempo, que estés arrepentida, que tengas mucho miedo, vas a saber que es lo que más que hiciste, es lo que hoy perdiste, pero ya no hay remedio. Diciembre me gustó, pa' que te vayas. 4625. Que sea tu cruel adiós mi Navidad. No quiero comenzar el año nuevo con este mismo mismo amor que me hace tanto mal. Y ya después que pase mucho tiempo, que estés arrepentida, que tengas mucho miedo, vas a saber que lo que más quisiste
Es lo que yo perdiste,
pero ya no hay remedio. Diciembre me gustó, ¿pa' qué te vayas? Que sea tu cruel adiós mi Navidad. No quiero comenzar el año nuevo con este mismo amor